Commodus, the Roman emperor, from 180 to 192 AD, has gone down in history as one of the most notorious rulers of the empire. His reign is marked by a descent into decadence, violence, and an obsession with gladiatorial combat that reflected a dangerous detachment from reality. The son of the celebrated emperor Marcus Aurelius, Commodus had a childhood surrounded by opulence and sheltered from the responsibilities of governance. Unlike his father, who embodied the Stoic ideals of wisdom and restraint, Commodus was drawn to displays of power, revelry, and extravagance. When he became emperor at the young age of 19, he quickly demonstrated a shocking disregard for the principles his father upheld. While Marcus Aurelius had been committed to the welfare of the empire, Commodus was primarily concerned with his own pleasures and indulgences. Commodus's rule was marked by increasing paranoia and cruelty, often lashing out at those he suspected of disloyalty. He frequently changed advisors, executed high-ranking officials, and surrounded himself with sycophants and corrupt officials. This led to widespread instability within the government and a loss of trust among the people. To further secure his power and make himself seem invincible, he proclaimed himself as a living god, adopting the title Hercules Romanus and insisting that statues be erected to depict him as Hercules, the demigod hero. Perhaps the most bizarre aspect of Commodus's rule was his obsession with the gladiatorial arena. Unlike other emperors who watched gladiator fights from a safe distance, Commodus actively participated in them, descending into the ring and engaging in staged combats. For Commodus, the arena was not just a place for entertainment, but a platform to display his supposed strength and courage. However, his fights were rigged. He was pitted against opponents who posed little threat, often wounded, chained, or even outright powerless against him. Nonetheless, he demanded recognition for his victories and styled himself as Rome's greatest gladiator. The cost of Commodus's gladiatorial games and excessive spending on self-aggrandizement took a toll on the empire's economy. Commodus taxed citizens heavily to fund his lavish lifestyle, leading to discontent and unrest among the population. The empire's resources were stretched thin as public funds were redirected to support the emperor's whims rather than the well-being of the people or the empire's infrastructure. As Commodus continued to rule through fear and spectacle, the Roman Empire began to weaken, struggling under the weight of his tyranny. In 192 AD, Commodus's destructive rule finally met its end when his inner circle, exasperated by his madness and fearing for their own lives, conspired to assassinate him. He was poisoned and then strangled, bringing an end to a reign defined by delusion and vanity. Though Commodus was gone, the damage he had inflicted on Rome left a lasting impact, weakening the empire and setting it on a path of decline. His legacy endures as a cautionary tale of what happens when absolute power falls into the hands of a ruler more invested in personal fantasy than the reality of governance.